welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. We are going to continue our journey with tasting tobaccos this summer. And one of the newer ones that I got about a month ago is Dan Tobacco's Tordenskjold Pipe Tobacco Virginia Slices. And this is, of course, made by Dan Tobacco. You can get it online at Smoking Pipes. I'm sure that there's other places that have it as well. It's got Virginia. It's almost all Virginia. There's just a hint of Perique in it as well. It's a flake. Has no flavorings added to it, at least as we know of. Comes in 50 gram tins. The strength on this is about a medium. The room note, well, we'll talk about the room note as it comes along. The taste on this is about a moderate. It's made in Germany. And I have to say, before we get started, that this is really an interesting Virginia. This is something that I've not come across in a lot of the Virginias that I've smoked. And I'm not a big Virginia guy, but this one has really changed my thoughts on what Virginias can taste like. Let me give you the description that it says on the tin. It says a full-bodied golden flake from the best Virginia grades and Louisiana Perique. This tobacco gives you a very smooth smoking pleasure with the naturally smooth taste which the friends of an excellent flake appreciate so much. All right, so let's get into this one. Let's talk about the tin note on this, Nathan.
Oh yeah, the tin note was one of the points that I really liked about this blend. Right when we opened up this tin, we had some sitting for a minute or two.
Yeah, it was drying out a little bit.
Drying out a little bit because it comes in a pretty, for one thing, appearance-wise, guys, it comes in a pretty good flake. Like it's solid built. So we let it sit for a bit. And in the tin though, man, all that breadiness from some of those Virginias. There's a huge note of figginess in this. I really felt like this blend smelled like a fig Newton. And I mean, that was me. I just, the minute I smelt it, I went, that's a package of fig Newtons right there in that blend. The sweetness and the earthy fruit flavors that came through really stand strong in the scent of this blend.
Yeah.
The breadiness and the sweet from the Virginias just added to that scent. I'm not getting any of the grassy scents that I wanted to get from a blend that was called Virginia Slices. Now I have learned to understand about myself that I am partial to a particular type of Virginia, which is why, going into the taste, we'll probably have some discussion. But
yeah,
when it comes to the tin note on this, very pleasant, incredibly inviting, and much more of a matured Virginia smokers, more of a darker Virginia smokers smoke.
And I was going to mention that the composition of this looks like there's a whole lot of brown Virginias in here, maybe some reds as well, and very touch and go on the golden, on the golden Virginias on this. But yeah, the tin note that I'm getting from this, one of the things that when I first cracked it open was that figgy, fermented prune kind of scent that hit. It's got a little bit of a sourness.
Yeah,
almost like
an off smell, like something is like right before it's spoiled, like a moldy, not moldy as well as the only thing I can say is when you walk into a damp room and you can smell the moisture. There's a light dampness to it me.
The sourness kind of reminded me of a really good Oriental.
Yeah. It definitely, to me, it akined itself to being a Virginia Slice blend. I'm really expecting it to be bright, very grassy, very up in my face. This was much more on the darker side of the Virginias and where they go.
There's a sweetness in the tin note, along with some that raisiny kind of smell, but
Mhm.
I get almost like a vanilla honey
Yeah.
smell from this
Mhm.
as well.
The honey is a very good, like a darker, like one of those clover honey
And
kind of smells.
and
or
I'm
something
wondering
like
if
that,
maybe it was cased with honey. I don't know. I don't get that from the smoke, but it's possible that they cased it with something that kind of very lightly cased with something that makes it nice and sweet.
Makes you wonder where they sourced the tobaccos from, though.
Well,
'Cause it could be those-
Dan Tobacco is a German company, and without really going there and talking to those people, it's difficult. I've not seen a whole lot of information out there about Dan Tobacco, um, other than the description of their blends.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a great company. I mean, they also make salty dogs.
Yep.
We know that. You guys that smoke aromatics, the Blue Note is one of their big.
They've got a lot of winners.
Yeah, it's a really great.
Their tobacco is quality.
Yeah, good stuff. And I find that really, I've had a hard time finding bad German tobaccos.
That's why I'm saying maybe
There's some.
maybe their leaf is sourced from a different area because they all their Virginias have this slight honey vanilla-y sweetness.
More than likely, they source a lot of it from Africa. There's Zimbabwe grows Virginias. There's a couple of countries that in Africa that grow it. The climate there is conducive to growing Virginias, so it might be where they source it from. Yeah, let's talk about the taste. What are you getting on the taste?
This is where, yeah, I can't. This whole video, I've been sitting here thinking of how to say this. This is where it loses me, guys. It's a great blend. It's not what I'm expecting when I see Virginia slices. Like last week when we had the thing where we saw
The
Oriental
flake,
and it was an aromatic. Don't mess with my Virginias. That's all I can say when it comes to this blend. It's too dark.
Well,
to me, it's too. It's not bad. There's a lot of fig. There's a lot of raisin. There's a lot of sweet. A lot of breadiness. I am not getting any of those light, easy to smoke, and I've been, as you can see, puffing the crap out of this thing, trying to get those flavors that I remember of Virginia having. And what it really leads itself for me to believe is it's just a darker, more matured blend in my idea. It seems like it takes a better palate.
I think you're tasting also some of the Perique that's added in there as well. Remember that it does have some Perique. It's not a straight Virginia.
No.
And the darker, the browns are going to make it kind of a stewed, fruity kind of.
It is very much
flavor.
To me, it lends itself more to a wintertime Virginia smoke than in the middle of July, where I'm wanting this bright, grassy, lemony type flavor out of a Virginia when I open a tin of Virginia, and I think that's what I'm going for.
See, and in Virginias, I can't handle those bright Virginias because they're so hot, stingy on the tongue, and I back away from those. I don't care what time of the year it is.
Yeah.
For me, this is a wonderful summer smoke. I get there's a sweetness, that honey kind of comes through with this, almost like graham crackers.
Yes.
The like, what is the honey
golden bears?
Yeah, golden grahams.
Golden grahams. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's the Perique is evident, but it's not strong at all. So there's a slight spiciness in there. There's a lot of that figgy kind of taste. A little bit of a hint of vanilla or maybe caramel. I'm not sure.
Some sweetness, some sweetening type factor, whether it be straight sugar or caramel or honey, something like that.
I get some of the hay taste in this.
See, I'm missing every bit of, well, maybe the hay flavor, all that breadiness, that kind of wheaty taste that you get. It's good. It's not for me.
Yeah,
Not for me this time of year.
Well,
I would have enjoyed this as a slow smoke in a much bigger bowl. And I think that's where I led myself to it. Before we even started this episode, you said, oh, it's the Virginia slices. And I go, I know exactly which pipe I'm going to grab. I grabbed the wrong damn pipe, guys. And that's it.
well, it goes to show you that you know
it is important.
you have to try it out. You have to try it in several different devices before you're going to really find the one that you like.
I mean, your pipes are just as important as your blends and your qualities of tobacco and your age and your things like that. This is a perfect example as to if I had a much bigger bowl that had a lot more room that could handle heat completely differently.
Yeah.
I would have been able to just chomp through this and enjoy it. The particular pipe I chose is a pipe I only smoke Virginias in.
So do you feel like it's burning hot for you?
I felt it burnt too fast and it was too sweet.
Okay.
It was too sweet. I almost am concerned. That's why I put the pipe down. Not because I don't enjoy the tobacco, guys, but because I don't want to F up my pipe. This has been perfectly conditioned to smoke grassy, lemony, straight Virginia blends, and it holds that flavor. I don't want to ghost it with a sweeter Virginia blend.
Huh, interesting.
So that's why I've put it down. Not because I don't like the tobacco, guys, but it's literally because it's too sweet.
See, from the Virginias, I'm getting, of course, we said the sweetness and that hay taste in there a little bit, but I'm getting like a tangy, citrusy taste, kind of slightly lemony.
Yeah, there's a bite, but it's not. I think the bite to me has been more the Perique, the pepperiness from the Perique, mixing with that sweetness, adding that, confusing you or me to that citrus flavor. But it's not. I'm looking for those rich orange flavors, that lemony zest, that bite that's coming through that I get with those Virginias. It's a great blend. I would have enjoyed it better with a bigger bowl and a colder day.
Huh. I'm also tasting that breadiness that we talked about in the tin note.
A lot of breadiness, guys.
Yeah, and obviously the Virginias are the biggest player in this one. I mean, you're getting a lot of Virginia. A little bit of earthiness in there as well. Now, from the Periques a little bit, this is the kind of Perique that I like. I don't like Periques that just are so spicy that it covers up all the other.
It just pounds.
Yeah. This has a nice pruny, figgy kind of
kind
taste.
of a raisiny pepperiness that's like just a slight bite.
Yeah, and that's what I like. This to me is a wonderful product. Is probably one of the best Virginia slices I've tried.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, we have two. I mean, but it just goes to attest you're more of an English smoker.
Yeah,
and I enjoy
I
Virginia.
like those darker flavors.
I have really found myself to when I've said a long time ago, guys, that I am a Virginia forward smoker. I love Virginias. I have grown to understand it's not the category of Virginias I understand. It is bright Virginias. I love the hell out of bright Virginias. Those darker Virginias have their place. To me, it's in later in the year, in the winter, in the fall months. The summer months, I want something that's going to zing, something that's going to bite, something that's going to pet me up that I can smoke and just keep smoking and burn through. And
I've been smoking this since I bought it, and it's
this is one of the first tins that we've got that you've gone through almost. What?
I bought 6 more
quarter,
in the cellar.
maybe.
and I think that this is going to age really well.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's going to age well. So much dark color to it and so much richness. I mean, the scents. I will say, when we get to the room note, I'm enjoying the hell out of the room.
Well, let's talk about the room note.
It's so pleasant, guys. This is all that figginess that you get through the tin note comes out when it hits the room note, and it's with that slight bit of smokiness.
Yeah,
just like a rich scent.
Yeah, the room note to me is pleasant, man. It's really nice. I get a sweetness in a kind of almost a rancid sweetness, kind of that, just it's hard to explain, but just like a fermented sweetness.
Yeah, Yeah,
You know?
I really, the only thing I can remember when we were brewing our old beer,
Mm-hmm.
and we had those stouts. That's that kind of off, that sour, but it's so sweet and so
Yeah.
that yeasty stout scent.
Okay, the yeasty, the bready part of it, yeah, I get. But as far as a darkness, I don't get a darkness from this. I get a brightness from this
Really?
that I really like. Yeah, and that just goes to show our difference in palates.
Yeah, we're not gonna agree on every episode, guys.
Yeah, moisture level on this is slightly moist.
Yeah, it needed that dry
but they
time.
rub out pretty good, and it doesn't rub out into ribbons. It rubs out into like a broken flake.
Yes, yes.
And so it's interesting how it kind of develops as you're smoking it. Because like right now, I'm halfway through the bowl, and the sweetness has kind of subsided. A little bit of the tanginess is coming through a little bit more, and a little bit of that lemony citrus is coming through a little bit more.
Oh, interesting. Man, I'm kind of wish I chose a different bowl. I really want to. I'm really wanting to give this another go with a different bowl. This pipe, it's been so. I've conditioned it so much. I just don't want to risk it. It's been with me for like 4 years, and it's only touched certain types of blends.
Some of the things that I've noticed about this is that it really doesn't bite. It doesn't. It's not harsh to me. There's nothing just extremely complex or exciting about it. It's just darn good.
Yeah, and it's not offensive either. It is a very good, solid flavor going through.
It burns pretty cool. I mean, look at the ash that I'm getting out of this. I mean, it's really nice.
It seems to keep lit very well.
Yeah. Do you think this could be an all-day smoke?
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
I will say this: if this is your cup of tea, you're gonna want to do what he did.
I think Virginia lovers need. If you have not tried this, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
This is one of the Virginia slices that I think is never talked about. When I go to pipe shows and pipe club meetings, and I talk to people, through the channel, nobody ever mentions this as one of their Virginias in their rotation.
Yeah.
This is excellent.
It's a pretty good blend.
I love it.
To me, yeah,
And-
like I said, if I started off with a different blend, a different idea, if I smelt it, I was stupid, guys. If I smelt it first, I would have known which pipe to choose. But
Wow.
and I made a rash decision based on the name.
Live and learn. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, this is available.
Mm-hmm.
It costs about $20.53 per tin. It's $11.56. Dan tobaccos are not cheap.
No, they're not, but they're worth it, man. Some of the Dan tobaccos are just, so far any one that we've tried, they're worth the price.
Yeah.
They don't last long in the household.
Yeah, about $11.50 an ounce is what it comes to. So,
Yeah.
but it didn't stop me from buying some more to put in the cellar. It was that good.
Yeah. And so what would you give this?
I'd give this a solid 4 out of 5. Maybe 4.25 out of 5.
Ooh.
This is, for me, the best straight. I can't say straight because it's got a little perique in it. But for the most part, this is the best straight Virginia that I've smoked, except for some red Virginia blends that I like. I love red Virginia blends as far as just
Darker.
I would consider this a medium or even on the verge of a bright Virginia as far as flavor and things like that go. This is the best one I've tasted.
Okay.
That's just me.
Yeah. I mean,
that's me with 41 years of smoking experience
and master of pipes.
Well, whatever. And versus however many years you've been smoking.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hit it too bad, guys, because the tin note, the room note, what I tasted coming out of the pipe, and what I felt was a quality smoke. I'm not going to give it any higher than a 4 because it would seem wrong for me to give it a 4 or higher because I haven't actually done the proper thing to enjoy the product, in my opinion. But out of the sheer fact that it requires me to get a different pipe and do other things and stuff like that, make me think that this is no better than a 3.25, 3.5.
Oh,
So that's where my mind is going with it. It's good, solid Virginia. I can see myself enjoying the hell out of this in winter around a campfire at the deer lease.
Yeah.
Those sweet flavors working really well with those strong Virginias in a cold night with a campfire.
I just love the honey graham cracker taste.
Yeah,
on
that
this.
to me that says s'mores all over it, and that is something I'm smoking around a campfire with some whiskey.
You know, at one point I thought I smelled a little chocolate in the tin note, but I get zero chocolate
Out
in
of
the
the
flavor.
taste, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's it. But to me, like I said, 3.25, 3.5, not because of the smoking quality that I had right now, but because I know I need a big bowl. I need a different pipe. This doesn't smoke in my true Virginia pipe. It smokes in something else.
And this is my Virginia pipe, and it's
that's the one that you
It's-
grabbed for those kind
yeah,
of things.
it's perfect. It's
Yeah.
just really.
I
really
should have
good.
grabbed my bigger bowl.
Well, all right, guys. Well, that's what we got for you this week. You know, this is Dan Tobacco's Tordenskjold Virginia Slices.
Yeah.
I stumbled on it. I was just scrolling through smoking pipes, going, "Yeah, I have never tried that one. You know, let's try it and see."
It's worth a purchase, guys. Dan Tobacco doesn't let you down. That is one thing that we can say. I haven't been let down by them yet.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, let us know what you think about it. Put your comments in the comment section under the description. Let us know if you got any tobaccos you would like for us to try, because July and August is going to be tobacco tastings for us. That's what we're doing.
That's all we're focusing on.
Yeah, and I don't know if you knew this, and let me check real quick. Smoking Pipes put out a 25th year anniversary, 25th year anniversary blends. They on this past Friday, they put it out, and right now the Dawn is sold out, but the Dusk still has some, and the price is fairly reasonable, $14.28 a tin
For 2 ounces.
Yeah, and it's got 25-year-old Virginia in it.
Ooh, wow.
So if you're wanting to get a taste of some really good Virginias, and not have to sit there and wait 25 years for it to mature,
Yeah.
this is the way to get it. So I would suggest you get on Smoking Pipes and pick up a couple of tins. The limit was really high.
Really?
It's like 15 tins per. I could have gotten 30 if I wanted of 15 of each.
Goodness.
But I did get some, and we haven't gotten those yet. So when we get it, I'll kind of share my thoughts about that as well. But if you want to try it, you better get on there or visit your local brick and mortar. I bet they probably any place that carries C&D products
probably has some there.
Yeah, Cornell and Deal products. They'll probably have some. So get out there and try it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
We'll see you next week, and have a great one.
See you guys.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.